All right, shalom, shalom, again. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha Kodash, and the water, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for the spirit and truth. And as always, giving double honors to my apostles, the head elders, a great millstone, who were well, and taught me this truth through the spirit, power Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, by the thumb. And as always, salutations to the Zakoni Wa'achim across the four corners of the earth that are teaching the truth and laboring in this love, are in the ministry of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, sincerity, faith, and honesty. Shalom, Mahabatham, Lahabakharim, Shayashala, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. I'm my fellow servant, Kwam Yashala, back with another lesson. And I'm going to title this lesson around the words of, so why are we here, you know, or why are we scattered across the world, man, or why are we scattered across the earth? All right, and pretty much for those brothers, you know, you younger brothers like myself, but to you brothers that just coming into the fold or just coming into the understanding, all right, or just waking up to the truth, all right, I actually had a brother, or I actually had a Jake come up to me. And, you know, he was talking and he was like, look, man, so you mean to tell me, he was like, so you mean to tell me we done been through the Babylonian captivity, the Persian captivity?
You got your shit served up?
No, you good. You good. I ain't live. It's recording. You good. You good. Yeah, we've been through the Babylonian captivity, the Persian captivity, Greco-Roman captivity. And Jake said, you know, so you mean to tell me we went through all these captivities and now we're here in America just to be dragged through the mud? And he said something that made me want to do this lesson. He said, so basically the Most High has played ultimate chess with us. I said, yeah, man. The Most High played ultimate chess with everybody. Everybody is in checkmate with Yahweh Shai, man. You know, whether you gonna be saved or you gonna be condemned. You know, the Lord, the Most High played chess with himself, you know, because he's the Ancient of Days, man. And, you know, he was like, well, damn, why would he do this? And I went through the scriptures because the Lord, he does what he wants. This is his counsel, you know. So I brought out Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning. All right. So, like I said, the reason why I'm doing this lesson is because this is why we are here. Because, well, we committed sin and we broke the first covenant, man. All right. This is 1 John 3:4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. That's right. So in the scriptures tell you, if you break one law, you're guilty of all. And these are the things that our forefathers did right after they left, right after they got the great deliverance out of the land of Egypt. The first thing they did was ask Aaron, all right, when Moses was up on Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights, to build him a golden calf, man. All right, so as soon as we got delivered, what did our people do? What did our forefathers do? Why are we paying for the sins of our forefathers? Because what? They constantly committed sin. They constantly transgressed the law. They constantly what? Worked the first law, which is to worship and serve Yahweh Shai with all their heart, man, and have no other gods before him. Our people, as soon as they left Egypt, they what? They had gods before them, man. So this is why we here. We paying for the sins of our people. Okay? But what? Chiefly, our forefathers. All right, so what? Now the Lord, Yahweh Shai, has a remnant, okay, all right, that he has given mercy unto, all right, to bestow upon them salvation. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull something real quick, all right, before I take off in this lesson. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. The just Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is in the midst thereof. Right, so Yahweh Shai is in the midst of what? The midst of Israel, the midst of Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. So it says, the just Lord, the word just means righteous, see? True, all right? So the Lord don't have no iniquity is in the Lord, man. The Lord is true. Everything that the Lord does, it's a reason why he's doing it, man. You know, you gotta actually honor and acknowledge the Most High, Yahweh Shai, in all your ways and in everything that he does. He doing everything to us as a nation, all right, as a nation, all the way down to every individual sands of the sea of Israel, man. He got a purpose for everybody, man. Every spirit that's created, it goes back to the Most High, the Creator. Okay, so he's the just Lord. He's the just power, Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So it says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will do no iniquity, man. See? So the Lord don't do any iniquity, man. We went off. We transgressed the law, statutes, commandments. All right, and this was set up from the Heavenly Father. Why? Because the scriptures tell you what have not been done unto my people that I have not done, roughly to say, man. All right, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai did this into his. He said, I polluted my heritage, man. Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the one that did this. Why? So that his word can come into fulfillment, so that he can always have an elect that he will save and have mercy on. All right, so that they can receive that salvation, man. And that's the times we're living in right now. Great judgment is getting ready to happen on the majority of our people. And you're going to have particular souls that consist of the elect that's going to receive that salvation, that mercy of the Lord, to show forth his honor, his praise, so that he can be magnified, man, glorified. You know, you take a look out here in the world and look at all the wickedness that's going on. You know, so we need Yahweh Shemel Shai to make the scene, man. We need Yahweh Shemel Shai to come on the scene, all right, and bring forth righteousness, man, because our people are going astray. The scriptures say the whole head is sick, the ox knows his owner, the ass his master's crib, but my people do not consider. Why? Because they always crucified, they crucified and murdered and killed the prophets, man. All right, generations after generations, man. And the top prophet is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who were even called Jesus Christ. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. That's right, man, because in the book of Job, the 33rd chapter, around 15th verse, it says, the Most High speak, yes, yet once, yea, twice, but man perceiveth it not. When deep sleep falleth upon men, then the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai openeth up their understanding and sealeth their instructions when they are asleep. So that's how the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai is being fulfilled every day, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is putting it on all the spirits of all flesh to perceive his will and to do his will. You see, whether it be of good or whether it be of evil, because Yahweh Shemel Shai requires all that, man. The scriptures tell you the issues of death belong to the Most High. But not to get off topic, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will do no iniquity, man. So we the ones that did iniquity. And that's why I'm holding Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh Shemel Shai have spoken against you. Right? So if something is against you, all right, if something is against you, all right, that means it's not for you, man. It's not a pro. All right? Okay, it's not for, all right? The Lord said he spoke against us, meaning the things that we're going to catch, the hell that we're going to catch, and the sufferings that we're going to go through, all right, it's for a reason, man. He spoke against us because he's the ultimate judge. So now all the sentence of transgression of law, the iniquity that we have done, guess what? The ultimate judge has a decree, you know. I forgot what that utensil is, or that instrument is that, you know, the judges use to lay down lay it down. Like that's what the Yahweh Shemel Shai has done for everybody, man, in the nation of Israel. Oh, the whole world chiefly, but the nation of Israel, man. And because he has mercy, man. You know, Esau Edom, he'll give you life plus 412 years. I just seen that, man. Like the other day, he just Edomite life plus 412 years. That don't make no fucking sense, man. That's an unrighteous decree. That's an unwise king, man. Okay? But what the Lord, really, we ain't even supposed to be living, but the Lord, instead of giving us life, he gave us a sentence, man, that's accomplished. O daughter of Zion. That's Lamentations, the 4th chapter. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh Shemel Shai have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family. So that's all you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, man. It says, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities, man. So there it is again. The just Lord is in the midst. He would do no iniquity. 1 John 3 and 4. For whosoever committed sin transgresseth the law. For sin is transgression of the law. So what? Our people before time constantly what? Committed iniquity. So that's why. Let me get something real quick. In 1 Samuel's, I think it's called the 2nd Samuel. Yeah, I think it's 2nd Samuel. All right? No, I think it's like this. Through the Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, our forefathers always cleaving to these false gods. Yep, First Samuel's. All right, this is going in time when the Philistines came passed round about Israel, our forefathers. All right, in the time where Samuel, all right, had to cry out unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua to put up a prayer that he deliver us in that time, man. Because the Philistines in that time was passed around about us, man. Our forefathers, man. And guess what? We could have been wiped out. It's a lot of scenarios in the scriptures where we could have been wiped out as a nation. But the Lord has specific men that will put up prayers. Elijah, you know, Yahushua Mashiach, chiefly himself, all right, that will put up prayers, all right, to Yahweh Shem Yahshua to deliver us in the times we're coming into, in the times that we were in. So that's why the scriptures say you can't do nothing against the truth before it. You can't do nothing against the nation of Israel, man, before it, man. Man, this is 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 3. And Samuel spake unto all the house of Israel, saying, if you do return unto the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, with all your hearts, then put away the strange gods and Ashtoreth from among you, and prepare your hearts unto the Lord, and serve him only, and he will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines, man. So that's all we had to do was put away those strange gods. And that's the same thing we're going through right now. Our people cleaving to a strange God by the name of Jesus Christ, who was a man going back into the time of Cesare Borgia, Lucretia Borgia, and their father, Pope Alexander VI at that time, man. Okay, Rodrigo Borgia, man. All right, who was an actual man that lived. That's a strange God, man. That us know our forefathers knew. But what? The Lord said that we shall worship wood and stone, man. And this is what our people worship, man. False idols, okay? Cleaving unto the things that have no power, man. Gods that have no power. Gods that can't move nor see. God, man. Our people worship men. And that's idolatry. So it says, verse 4, then the children of Israel did put away Balaam and Ashtoreth and served the Lord only. So we could end it right there. If our forefathers did put away Balaam and Ashtoreth, all right, then we straight, right? We good. You know, that's why I'm making this video right now. Because our forefathers constantly, it didn't just start there. It didn't just stop and start there, man. This was an ongoing thing. And this is why you have the first Kings, second Kings, the book of Judges, man. All right? And it was written about in the book of the Chronicles, man. Reiterated, man. So what? Then you had the book of Judges, all right? Then you had the prophets come on the scene, Isaiah, Jeremiah, all right? So what? This was an ongoing thing of our people worshiping these false idols, man, and cleaving unto these gods that have no life. So that's why we're here, because the same thing our forefathers did then, our people are doing today. But only the elect is going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua in sincerity and truth. And that's John 4:24, man. All right? It says, then the children of Israel did put away Balaam and Ashtoreth and served the Lord only. So if they served the Lord only, why are we here? Because they constantly did evil. All right? Matter of fact, I'm going to close out on this. Because like I said, our people constantly kept going off, man. All right? They couldn't help it. This is Judges chapter 2, verse 15. Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil, as the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua has said, and as the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua has sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed. That's the point. Verse 16. Nevertheless, all right, so nevertheless, the Lord took out all these different nations. When you read about the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, start from verse 1. All right, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, 7 nations mightier than us. Whenever the Lord fought for us and delivered us out of the hands of these Philistines or these other nations, all right, guess what? Our people still rose up and went a-whoring after other gods, man, till this day. All right, till this day right now, bro. That's why we're here. Okay, because our people are as a woman, you see, that committeth adultery, man, and we committed spiritual fornication. Because the Lord likened the men of Israel as a comely and delicate woman. That's how the Lord get down, man. He dealing with the men. So it says, nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges. He raised up gods. He raised up powers. He raised up rulers, leaders. men that were going to do the same thing we're doing in this time. This is what the Lord is doing right now. The things that are written foretime were for our learning. The Lord is raising up mighty men, men that laid down their life for the truth, the men that were all in for Yahweh Shem outside, that fought for the faith, man. Fight the good fight of faith, that actually believed. Okay? Because that's the only thing our people had and always gonna have. It's the faith of Yahweh Shem outside. And that's why Deuteronomy 32:20 says what? Children of whom no faith, man. Our people don't have faith. That's why 2nd Ezra says what? Let the incredulity die in their incredulity, man. Let all the unfaithful die in their unfaithfulness, man. You see? Our people don't have faith. Faith is actually going off with the motive of Yahweh Shem outside, putting him first, man. And trusting in him and not trusting in your arms, not trusting in your flesh, but trusting in the spirit. That's what our people lack. Spirituality. So it says, nevertheless, Judges 2:16, nevertheless the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of all those that spoiled them. And that's the point. And yet they would not hearken unto the judges, but they went a-whoring after other gods and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord, but they did not so, man. So quickly, swiftly, speedily, our people would get up after being saved and go worship these other gods, man. Till this day, and that's what our people are doing, man. But we are coming to the end of this, man. This is the last time, because the Lord said what in the book of Baruch? You shall remember yourselves in the land of your captivities, and that's what the elect is doing, man. And the Lord is having mercy on those particular souls, and he's getting ready to save them and redeem them in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Once and for all, and this is the last captivity. So while we are here because our forefathers constantly went off, all right? But what the Lord said at a certain time that he was going to receive the souls which of the elect. All right, according to Jeremiah 16, all right, starting at 14, where it says, "It shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, but of the land of the north, and from all the lands that he hath scattered them." You see. So that's why we're here, to be saved, man, to be redeemed according to the election, so that the election can stand. Lord's will, I be a part of that number. So Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, the water, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Rashai, for the spirit and truth. As always, double honors to my apostles and elders of great millstones. Salutations to this according to Achim. Shalom to the elect.